When I said him ki I'm going to start a YouTube channel, he said, study first, get a job and settle. He was like that. So yeah, it was completely forceful.
So this is our second episode of our podcast. As we promised, we came back with the second episode, and this is going to be the podcast about talking about psychological ways
To live in our Indian society.
Yeah.
Like
So
typically speaking, what a person has to go through to grow up, like how it's like to be growing up in an Indian society, how things work.
a very judgy society.
Yeah, like every person, like every country, people everywhere around the world are judge, are very judgy personalities.
Yeah.
But like things over here in this subcontinent are very different. So we'll be talking about that.
Based over the things that we have seen or we have heard. We're just going to explain everything in this podcast.
Yeah.
So let's just dive into it. So we chose this topic because we had to at least one day just say to the people that are watching this video, or at least who are not watching this video, to gain some knowledge about this. We live in a society where we are like judged based upon our appearances, based upon the behavior.
Whatever there is in this society, or whatever, the social stuff, whatever is there, like the discrimination, the monarchical stuff, the class division, everything goes back to ancient times when people used to discriminate people based on caste and stuff. People who say ki discrimination based on caste is already gone, they are actually wrong, right?
Caste has always been a thing which is like basically become an aura between the people. It's not completely gone, and it will never be gone until every person's mindset has changed.
Yeah, that's true. Because even when a marriage, right? While marrying somebody, parents first check whether they are in from their same caste or not, right? They'll first check if they are from the same group of caste. Then they'll think about whether the person is good or not.
Yeah.
That's how important caste is in our society. And
caste just has become a venomous thing that just keeps drowning people.
Exactly. So similar to caste, we are going to discuss these, not mostly psychological, but psychological are also included, but the stuff
you can't do physically about these things to live in the society.
Yeah, but
you can't just punch the people who just think about you.
Yeah.
So you have to live through it. It's never gonna end.
So
you just have to be mentally prepared for that.
So we'll be discussing about this stuff, which what it's like to be in a society. I mean, what a person growing since his childhood has experienced, watched, and what we as an individual feel which is not good, or which needs to be changed. So why this topic? Simply speaking, firstly, we have since we were kids, we've been through a lot. And we experienced stuff like discrimination and stuff. There are many the psychological pressure of our parents, study those stuff, and many more, right? So there are many psychological aspects of this, certain nuclear family of our Indian families, that too. So that's why we wanted to make ourselves clear. Rather, if our parents are watching this also, it's no big deal, but we are putting everything forward, right? What do you think?
We might get hit with a broom when we go to home.
Chappal, OB. Chappal, OB.
Run. That doesn't stop us.
Chappal OP in the chat, guys. This is the reason we chose to talk about this topic. So
one day or the other, the truth can't never be hidden, right?
You cannot hide the truth, right? One day or the other, truth have to come out.
It might be painful to hear, but this is the
literally like doing sawal to everybody out there.
We are just 20, not even 20 basically. And we're just talking about the society. But based upon our experiences, based upon people, looking at the people that have gone through this shit.
Yeah, because whatever it is, whatever it is, no matter what the age group is, right, you will have your fair share of experiences, fair share of circumstances, and everything you have experienced as an individual, right? Nobody in this world has experienced the same stuff which you experienced, so you'll have your own thoughts, you'll have your own mentality. So yeah, so that's why nobody can normalize people. Dude, what do you think, what's more important, following your parents and doing a job, or doing whatever you love?
That is like a very edgy thing to do.
Right.
We either have to let go our parents and choose our dreams, or either let go our dreams and choose our parents. It has become like that, especially in India, because if you look at other countries, they just follow their dreams. If they want to drop out of the college, they do. They just want to invest in themselves. At last, the parents are supporting them in whatever they do.
Yeah.
Even if they get homeless, they are like, it's your mess, you have to deal with it.
Yeah. That way they'll grow actually.
Yeah, they'll grow.
It's not like they're abandoning them.
Yeah.
They might abandon them, we don't know. But
most of them are like, you have to live your own life. You just can't depend upon your parents.
And it's not like we're suggesting people to leave their children out there and go do.
You just have to find that perfectly balanced life.
Yeah.
I'm doing engineering without my what do you call that? I'm doing engineering even though I don't like it. Because my parents will feel happy if I do engineering. I just got good grades, I got into engineering, but as well as I'm saying other people not to do it, because I know how hard it is to say no to our parents and also crush our dreams.
It's mine also similar. Even my situation is similar, because while I did my diploma, I was not given a chance to decide what I'm supposed to study. So I did a diploma. Then after diploma, we're supposed to write ESET, right?
Yeah.
Entrance exam. So I got 1,000 rank or something, right? Some rank I got. Then I was not been able to get a college. So my dad said I told my dad see, I did diploma, I got proper grades also. So what happened now? I'm supposed to study engineering, you said, right? Then he said, he was drunk. So he was drunk and he said, it's my mistake that I made you study diploma. I didn't know that the scope for diploma is this way. I didn't know that you would be left out like this. He said sorry while he was drunk. The next morning he said, when did I say that? So obviously when people are drunk, so they'll forget. So after that, recently when I said I'm going to start a YouTube channel, not recently, it was during a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
When I said him I'm going to start a YouTube channel, he said, study first, get a job and settle. He was like that. So yeah, it was completely forceful. Even while recently when we were moving out, I said I'd like to do a part-time job. I didn't say that I was doing YouTube. I said I would like to do a part-time job, so that an internship, so that I'll grow my skills. That's what I said. He said, what happened to studies? What happened to attendance? I said I'll talk to them at college. I'll do what I want. He said, no, study, marks, those are important. I was completely furious and I said that I'll give my certificate after I'll complete my btech no matter what. I'll give my certificate to you, do whatever you want. After btech, I'll chase my dreams. I exactly said that only. It's not we are supposed to blame them also, right?
It just has been a tradition that's going on since years, decades. Engineering has been one of the things that we need to do. It's not like a choice. It is one of the
there
things
are
that we
only
need to-
there are only two things for a student, like for a kid to approach in Indian society, either an engineer or a doctor.
Yeah.
Apart from those are not professions. They won't give you happiness, nothing.
Yeah.
Settle means get a job, a family, or a wife, which like she will give, like, you know, dowry. It's still running, right?
Yeah.
A proper
Yes,
dowry. And she should stay at home, take care of kids, have kids, and that's it. That's what settling means. No, what I studied about this, I studied about this. Before that, I watched a podcast, somebody's podcast. I watched somebody's podcast, and like he explained why our parents are like this. So there was this time when pre-independence and post-independence. Pre-independence, it was completely chaos, right? Independence and stuff, like they were fighting for freedom. It was like completely united blood. So after independence, everything was completely like confusion everywhere. No, like the person who is like the main administration, which was giving so many, jobs, vanished. So people started being unemployed. After that, industrialization happened. Couple of guys from like different states or different countries started establishing industries. Then what they need most is employees, people who are supposed to work, right? So that's why when we were kids, when our parents were kids, they knew the value of not having a job, family running low on food and stuff. Like it was then when industrialization started, people used to think of English medium school like this, right? Like people who are graduated, like they are so intelligent, they are so knowledgeable and stuff. People who get a job, then that's it. They're like any girl is ready to marry him. That's it, gone, done. So that's what they've been through that stuff when they were kids, right?
Yeah.
And they would obviously think whatever they think good, they'll obviously rub us. Like intention is good, right?
Yeah.
They want for our good, but they have to understand that this generation has changed.
Yeah.
Because even if we can put our heart to it, we can easily earn 25 to 30,000 per month. Earning at this age is simple. Just that you have to differentiate between earning and settling.
Yeah.
There's this thick layer between them. There's a lot of difference between earning and settling. Settling doesn't mean getting married, getting a job. Settling means you having a peaceful, satisfactory life, whatever it is, doing what you love, right? So that's what I was it. It was longer than enough.
It was long, but it was correct. Every single word was correct.
Thank you. Just that they have to understand. That's it. Parents are supposed to understand. And you know what's like cherry on the cake? If you said that you have to you also have to think what we feel and stuff. You know what they'll say? You're such a kid, you don't know whatever you're speaking. We are adults, we will live in already. We know everything, okay? That's correct, that they have experience. They have lot of experience, but
they know everything when they are in their stage.
Things are
in
different.
The previous years.
Things are different.
But as the years go by, there's a lot of changes that they are unaware of, and we don't know what happened in the past. So
obviously, we have to respect whatever they are doing is for our sake only.
They have more knowledge than us.
They whatever they talk for our sake only, right? But they just have to accept the fact that things are different, and they also have to update themselves. That's it. That's the biggest gift you can give to your child. He will be so happy. Let them follow their dreams and do what they will, and guide them, not control them, guide them.
You don't need to tie up their arms and then show the way. That's just a bit of a forceful kind of thing.
Yeah,
because you are not in the control of that, and your parents are you are free, but they're just holding you.
That's right. Yeah, you have to guide them obviously, because let that person take whatever decision he wants to, whatever thing he he wants to do, like loves to do, right? What happens if he fall? Like he's like so carelessly going towards his dream, because like the only support he has is parents, right? So he'll be so like carefree, because whatever happens to me, I have my family. That's what parents are supposed to do. Let them fall, let kids fall, then only they'll learn. Just be next to them when they fall.
If a person wants to like achieve something in his life, even though if the society is like you can't do that, if the society is just blaming on you, if they're trying to pull you down, it doesn't matter for him. If he wants to do it, he just gets up, he just rubs the wounds and just go on in his path. He just doesn't care about that.
That's right.
Let us take an example of like us. We were like not even the society, our own friends were like, bro, why are you just doing this? We don't even know why you are doing this. There were like many questions raised by our own friends, and we were like, we didn't care that much. We did not respond to any of them. We just did what we wanted to do, and we are here right now.
We'll still grow. Like irrespective of what people said, we'll do what we love. Because if you start concentrating on society, you will stop growing as a person, right? So whatever they say, like you have to keep that aside and grow as a person. And it's not like society always says bad stuff. Like 80 to 90% they'll say bad, but there are some people, like as you are open to everybody, there are some people from whom you are supposed to like learn a lot, because whatever we know overall is not even a drop of ocean, right? We have to be open that way. That's what society is. Not always bad, just that they unintentionally drop their intentions, their rules for us to follow. Because let's take the beauty standards itself out there. Beauty standards, like a woman, like she's not supposed to have pimples, she's not supposed to be this small, she's supposed to be tall and stuff. Like society like says that
it just writes its own books.
Because if a girl is this, like as I like explained, if a girl is having that characteristics, they'll say, who will marry her? How will she get married? And their parents themselves only, they'll scold her. That's the most
worst thing that could happen ever to a child.
How? Like you are born that way, you have to respect whatever you are given with, right? See, things can be very, very bad in case of society. And once in a blue moon, there will be people who are good, through which we can learn something. But once in a blue moon,
there are people who just stop their work just thinking about the people, what they think about you. Like for example, there are many people who just stop doing things because they are like, what does this person think of me if I do that? What do my relatives think about me? What do my friends think about me? It's just those negative things that are stopping us from achieving things. They might bring you out of your comfort zone, which is very, very good. But at the same time, your negative thoughts about people talking about you is just something which you should neglect. You must take like opinions. You must listen to all the opinions, but don't take all of them. They might be good, they might be bad, they might bring you down, they might boost you up. But just don't overdo it.
Can I?
Go on.
Just as you said, if people's perspective, if you let people's perspective decide whatever you're doing, then you're done for. You won't be able to grow, and you'll just fit into that society. And we were born to stand out. We were not born to fit in the society, because everybody is built different, everybody have their own talent, everybody have their own mindsets. Just because you're supposed to stand out, not like why people are so worried about not being able to fit in the society. I mean, people we know also, they complain, right? I'm so scared that I cannot, like I'm scared that I won't be able to fit in them. Like, why are you supposed to fit in them? You were born to stand out, right? People become introverts, complete introverts, because we as an introvert, we have many insecurities about fitting in. Like we used to have, right? We used to have many insecurities because things.
We were the people that used to like think about people's perspective. We used to be like, what do people think about us if we start this? But all of the thoughts we just experienced, we just have seen a lot of things, how lots of people have lost their dreams just thinking about others people.
Yeah. Then after that, we were just like, fuck this shit. We are not going to like stop. We will only stop when we feel like doing
It doesn't matter if people around us are like, don't do it. If they demotivate us, if they're like, stop. No, we just can't. We won't.
The moment we regret what we are doing, we'll stop.
Yeah.
But there's no way we are going to regret it because we are loving whatever we are doing.
Yeah, we're sharing information, informative information.
And we like compared to last podcast, I guess we've become at least a bit fluent or less nervous, I guess. Yeah. We're talking casually.
So, to conclude one of these topics, I just want to say that take people's opinions
lightly.
Yeah.
Because they doesn't matter. They won't matter anywhere. Because people judge so easily.
Yeah.
They don't know what you are as a person, right? From inside. And people who are closer to you might know who you are personally, right? So listen to those who are aware of whatever you're thinking, whatever you love. And people who are aware of whatever you love, they will never demotivate you.
Yeah.
Obviously, because they'll support you, right?
Yeah.
If you are doing anything which you love, they'll obviously support you. They'll not say you cannot do this. They'll say you can do this, come on.
Yeah, you might fall once, you might fall twice.
Yeah.
You just have to just get up and move on.
Yeah, finding those people is very hard.
If you find those people, manage to find those people, you're one of the luckiest person, and that is one of the best person that is just keep on supporting you.
Thank you.
Yeah. There are people in our life that are supporting us.
Yeah.
It is
You really have?
No,
Wait,
it's my parents.
You
So-
just said that your parents were like not supporting, but they were supporting.
Like it's hard to explain about my parents because they are like, it's very difficult, you know.
Just phrase it properly.
Okay, just for example,
Go on.
let us take my dad for example.
Uncle.
He's like, yeah, you can do that, but study first.
Oh.
You can do that, but study. You need to get that degree, but just study. You can do everything. You can do business. You can cook everything. You can do all this shit. You can travel. You can explore. But degree, I want that degree. It's like I can't do anything about it. It's like he's supporting me, but also just
I guess
demotivating me at the same time.
it's not like they're demotivating. I guess like I think he just wants your degree.
Yeah.
After your
Degree
degree,
that-
are you free?
No.
You're supposed to do job also.
Job.
Oh.
That is one of the thing.
Oh, okay.
So that is what
This is the
scares me
second
the
part of the
most.
story. Continue.
So, like after 2 years, I don't know where I'm gonna be. Like depending upon these 2 months, based upon our videos consistency, upon where we get, I'll have a clear imagination of where I'll be. But for now, in 2 years, I might be like getting a job that I don't like, doing some things that I don't like, just putting on a fake smile. So it's just gonna be like that because of the things.
You are telling people to not to follow their dreams and never give up, and you said you will give up.
No, it's like the situations that I'm going through.
Like you should never give up whatever
Yeah,
happens.
I'm never gonna give up.
That's what. Don't talk about fake smiles now. Because we are not going to give up. Because I am not going to give up. So obviously you'll not give up. Why, you want to leave me alone then?
No.
Then what? I'll not give up because I'm very patient. So you also have to be patient. Don't worry. Will we keep uploading? Like if we grab this consistency, right? For the next 15 days at least, we'll be uploading so often. So often you'll be fed up of our videos. Because talking like this, like is like a medicine for us.
Yeah.
Because
we are expressing things that we always wanted to. We are giving you information. You might be like, these are just teenagers that are like very young. They don't know anything about the world. But we do know at least some part of the world.
Yeah.
And we are just sharing our opinions.
We are at least expressing.
Yeah.
We are not keeping them in our minds, right? We
Yeah.
are just expressing. That's a first step.
This might be like a very different thing. This might be like we might be wrong.
Yeah, we might be wrong, we might be correct.
But we are just expressing our view. So everyone has a different view. If you want to express it, you can do it.
Yeah. Everything
YouTube is free.
Yeah,
you just can express
it.
it. You can post it in a video. If people like it, they're going to support you. If they don't like it, then just get off the platform.
Don't say that.
I mean, just get to know more about the world.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like if you don't like our videos or what we talked, just make sure to comment whatever we talked wrong. We'll surely correct, because we are here to learn itself. Whatever we have experienced, whatever we've gone through, we are saying that's it. No hard feelings, no offensive stuff.
Yeah, we're not saying that we know everything. We are just learning. We'll keep on learning until we are eventually perfect, which we'll never get. But life is just about just keep learning.
Yeah, there is never an end of learning about stuff, because world is not small.
Yeah,
it's really not small, and the more you open, the more you'll know. That's why.
So for few people, few of my friends that are having a doubt of whether they should follow their dreams or they should just do things that they don't like, which is follow their parents and go to government jobs.
Oh my god, we have to take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours about government jobs and stuff and shit. People think that government job is so legendary and stuff, even though if it is a peon, he is a government job, he will literally get a great woman to marry.
It's just the influence of movies, old historic things.
I don't know what's there in government job, but my even literally speaking, I told my mom I don't want to do job. I always believe that my mom will support me anytime, no matter what.
Yeah.
I said, mommy, I will do what I want to, I'll explore and stuff. She said, sorry Nana. She said okay. Then once my dad told me there's an opening for government jobs, please apply and write. I said no, I don't want to do job. If I get into this job security and stuff, I'll not be able to focus on my dreams. I told that in front of him only. Then I asked my mom, I directly asked my mom, what do you want me to do, mommy? She said, he's also saying correct only na, right? That point I was just mic drop situation. Then as I said, I told my dad ki I'll give my certificate to you. After that I'll do what I want to, as what I love. That's what that time only I used to tell him. So that's what government job now, that's a huge thing.
I don't even know where to start about that, but that's just whole another topic that we're going to eventually
cover
in the future.
People who talk people who laugh about government job, create memes. They themselves, they'll write government job stuff, and they will seek for government jobs, even though because either family pressure or they are I guess they really like the government jobs. I don't know why, but honestly speaking, rather than incentives and other benefits, you will be happy or not. That's what you have to see.
Yeah. If you're happy with jobs, you can do it. No one's just don't do jobs. If you're happy with it, you can. But even though if you don't like it, you're just getting into it without your,
that's what you. Under a certain corporation, he'll give some work. We'll do. If we are late, he'll pressure. He'll do stuff. We have to complete it. The targets. There's no stuff which out of the box.
Gain nothing about that.
Yeah, you'll gain nothing. Literally, you'll just be given a drug every month. That's salary, and you will not even be the thought of quitting a job will be so so terrifying, because the thing which you are addicted to is salary, and if you are cut, if you the thought of quitting the job will be terrifying, because salary will be no more.
Yeah.
That would be so terrifying for those people who are habituated for the salary every month. And running a house is not easy. Right? So that's what for us, as that's in our perspective, right? Jobs are not our thing, because
it's not our thing,
because
we were always wanted to share. We wanted to, basically we just wanted to become entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
we are still working for it, gaining some information, presenting it out.
Yeah, we want to become
remember when school used to say what do you want to become when you are big? And everyone is like, since
Doctor.
Yeah, since
Engineer.
schooling, engineer,
Astronaut.
doctor, astronaut. At least as school childhood used to be like a bit of fantasies,
They were
a bit of out of the
fantasies.
box. But as we are growing, we were just cutting out the options.
We were just cornered because apart from intermediate, which is NPC, BPC and stuff, there are only two major things which people choose, which is engineering or math, like BPC.
BPC.
Hardly degree. Apart from these three, we have anything else?
No.
What
Even if we have those, it's very rare that people get into it.
I'm sure there are not any, I guess, because what about people who are like talented in arts, music?
Yeah.
What then? Like we were just like if we were if you take when we were kids, it was completely open, right? Because we were kids. Then as we grew, like the stream went narrower, and we have been cornered to only two stuff, either engineering or doctor. And being a doctor, or being able to study doctor, you're supposed to invest a lot.
Yeah.
So obviously you'll be engineering, and there are millions of students passing out every year, and you're one of them. And after engineering, after graduation, you'll be like, I'm going to grab a job, I'm different.
Yeah.
But there are million others.
Like
Good luck.
I didn't even complete my engineering, but I know the hardest things that we have to go through after receiving a degree papers.
Yeah, because after
It's not easy. Just we get our papers, we don't get immediately jobs. There are like millions out there waiting for jobs with good grades.
with,
Yeah, and
That's right.
yeah,
with good grades, and you're supposed to be at least a notch above them for for you to get a job. That's what. After graduation, you'll be just left in an open. After you have been driven your whole life to a certain point, that is graduation. After graduation, you'll be so confused and in a dilemma, because you'll be left out in an open, like how Tarzan felt coming into this
City.
the city, because he was in the forest all this while, and he would obviously everything will be new, and with that feeling of having everything unfamiliar stuff, you will be pressured from above your parents, get a job. After 5 years, be married, get married. You'll have those pressures also. So life will not be easy after your graduation, my friend. Seriously.
I wish my school teachers asked me the same question once they did, like 10 years ago, which is, what do you want to become when you grow big? My answer, if they asked it right now, would be like a person who inspires others. Basically, become like a person who guides every teenager, especially,
That's what.
to a good path.
Yeah.
I just want to become a person that shows the correct way of how to discover their life. That is my main goal, I would say.
That's why we chose to be an influencer.
Yeah.
That's the exact definition of being an influencer. Guiding, teaching, exploring together. That's what is an influencer must do. So you remember when, as you said, you hope your school teachers at 10th grade ask you what you what you would like to become, right? I remember teachers 10th grade, man. They didn't ask me what you would become. They asked me which college are you going, what is your grade, how much did you get in your 10th board exams, which college are you going to do, MPC, is it Narayana or Chaitanya? They only asked that. They never thought people will have anything other than that.
Yeah.
That's funny, because everything since we were born is completely predetermined to become an engineer or a doctor, and people who go out of the system are completely pointed out and completely demotivated, and people who give up easily, they will be na udhar ka na idhar ka, not here and there, somewhere in between. And people who won't give up, that 1% people are ruling this ruling this world.
Yeah.
Right? So to be that 1%, you should never think about what others think.
Yeah.
Go with your will.
You just need to get out of that cage.
Even Elon Musk was made fun of a lot.
Yeah.
Look at him. No.
Now he's like a billionaire with many things that people never thought of
Yeah.
seeing things.
Yeah.
He set his space shuttle with car on top of it.
He legit made a car which drives automatically.
Yeah, electric cars.
See, that's what. See, people, if people are, there is a good thing though, like, if, if you are, stormed down with society, like, you are stamped, okay, there is a good thing that people who take it as a, people who take it as a lesson, they will grow. Yeah. They will grow stronger. But people who are weak-hearted, they will literally become so broken, so dark. Right?
Their mind will be full of like miserable things.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't explain that.
Yeah, that's how terrorists emerge, I guess.
Yeah. People get two lessons when they are when they take the answers from society. They either don't care and just move on, or they stop wherever they are. They stop where, like, even the months and months and years of hard work, just because of thinking about like the people that they don't even know, would you stop them completely for no reason?
Yeah.
Like, if you look in a different path, what if you did that for like a couple of more months or years? You might be somewhere else. You might be like next to Elon Musk.
Exactly. Like the success stories which we hear, those are those people are not lucky. Those people are not the ones who gave up, right?
Yeah.
There is never a failed story for those who never gave up.
Yeah.
Right? If you give up, you'll obviously have a failed story. People who never give up will not have a failed story, a success story. Right? That's what. You have to never give up for you to be successful, and be patient.
Yeah.
Most important thing. You'll do something, seriously.
If you're working hard, if you feel like this is the best I can do, if you're shedding your tears, just think that is the least amount of thing that you've experienced. And there's a lot of things that are coming through you in your way. And just, if you have a strong mindset, you're either just going to face it, going to wipe your tears and then move on to the next task, or either just sit in the dark corner
and sob about the past. Yeah.
Which is complete waste.
If you think about stopping or giving up,
I would say just take that one extra step.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work out, don't stop. Just gather all the information, gather all the things that stopped you.
Learn from it. I agree. And just keep this in mind that you have come this far not to stop here. Right? Initially what intentions you had, initially what dreams you had, you're supposed to fulfill it. If you stop it in between, obviously you'll fail. That's logic, right? See it through the end, never give up, make it happen. That's it. So society may play a major role for those people who care.
Yeah.
For those who don't care, well, society is just open for knowledge and different kind of people, funny people. Right.
If they want to look into one's perspective, they will look at that. They'll gain some knowledge from that. They're just going to leave it over there and then move on with a bit of experience.
That's what.
It's just like a game.
Yeah, that's called growth.
Yeah.
Right. That's how you level up in the game, right?
You either face it or just run from it. You face it. When you face it with your confidence, if you just don't give a fuck about what people think, you're going to gain a lot of information, a lot of respect, especially when you grow up. When you look back at it, you're just gonna feel like, bro, I did that.
Yeah, that's right.
I just didn't care and I'm now here. And there are people that are waiting for me. So that one moment of realization when you're successful is just gonna be like the best feeling ever.
And we said don't give a fuck about people and stuff, right? There are two people who become like if let's take up a set of 100 people who don't give a fuck about what people think. There might be two outcomes from them, what they become. Either they'll become into a successful person, or a satisfactory person, who is satisfied with whatever he did and happy person, or the person who is a rebel, because he doesn't give a fuck about anybody and he'll do whatever he cares and he'll completely be spoiled brat.
Yeah.
Right? There are two things, and the difference between these both is learning from their mistakes and growth and being aware of whatever is happening. This person thinks whatever he is, like whatever he has, whatever he knows is good, and whatever he's doing is great, and alcohol and stuff, everything, he just gives himself to them. Apart from goals, having a goal is important, making it happen is important,
Especially getting like having a clarity of you, like how do I express it? You must have a clarity about your goal when you are like entering into the teenage, because that is the best time that you will have a clarity over your life.
and that is the best time because you will be growing, right? You
Yeah.
will be exposed to the world at that time.
You can like be a bit dodge about things. You can dodge the hardest parts, one of the hardest parts.
And
So you just have to get a clarity of what you have to become. So I would say I got a clarity of becoming this, what do we call that? Entrepreneur.
what do you call it?
No,
You forgot how to spell it or something, or
No.
it was not coming outside.
like the other word.
The other word?
I
A
mean,
businessman.
No,
Influencer.
influencer.
What happened? Like, are you feeling
So-
sleepy or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, bro,
you're feeling sleepy.
It's bloody 1:15 in the night.
Oh, sorry.
I just came from college.
Okay.
I did many activities in the college.
Yeah. You did many activities in college.
Yeah.
Seriously. You
So-
just wrote your record and stuff.
Yeah. I completed my notes, and that is what is called balancing. I'm
That's
not
very
postponing my works.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm doing what I wanted to do. So yeah. So apart from that, where did I stop?
Influencer.
Influencer. Before that.
Before that.
Yeah. You must have like a perfect clarity of what you want to become. Like me myself, I got a clarity that I have to become an influencer. I have to become one of the entrepreneurs. When I was like, I would say I'm 19. I got it when I was like 17. So just take it a couple of years back and decide it when you're like 14 or 15. Just those 2 years are just going to make a lot of difference.
And it's not like about age matters. Right?
Yeah.
People who are younger than us might be intelligent and have experienced a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
People who are older than us like know less in certain perspectives also, right? It's not about age, the number, right? It's about what you have experienced, what you have been through, what you have learnt, and what you have put in front. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
But I would suggest that you need to like gain as much as knowledge as possible when you're like in your teens,
Yeah.
because you have a lot of life. You have lots of years that you're going to live, and you're just gonna like enjoy it every single day.
And if you have like already passed your teens, like if you're in 20s, don't worry. It's never too late to start. Start it early as possible, because figuring something out which you love is what you're doing for yourself, not for a society, not for your family. You are doing this for yourself, right? So think about it.
So this is going to be the last one of the topics.
Last one of the topics, or we'll rest our topic, today's topic with this.
Yeah.
Like, how do we deal? Like, this might be
Mentally, especially for people that are like, even though there are people like apart from us, there are people who are supporting you guys in your private life. They are like, bro, just don't give up, like that. So what do you need to do mentally in order to like stay away from the society? Just don't give a damn about them. You can't like get into your head. We can't change your decisions, but you just have to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Do it like start with small activities. It might involve you physically, it might involve you mentally. Like do meditation for 10 minutes. Get into some physical activities like gym.
You used to do meditation.
Yeah, like meditation changed me, dude. From especially watching Yes Theory videos.
That like Thomas.
Yeah,
used to
Thomas
do.
Bragg.
He used to meditate, right? Yeah, even everybody does.
Meditating for 365 days, one of the craziest challenges that he has ever done. And I'm trying to follow it, but due to college I'm unable to do it. So, but I like practice meditating for at least 10 minutes or 5 minutes before sleeping. So that changed my mindset. So this has been episode 2 of the Gen Y podcast. So hope you guys
Well,
like this video until
one second, don't ask like that. because we have to thank them because they already stayed for an hour with us. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys like staying with us, listening to our stuff, and you've been listening to us for 1 hour straight. That's a huge stuff. It really means a lot for us. So yeah, you can continue. Ask.
Just put me out of nowhere. So yeah, for the next episode, we have few like concepts of which we are going to talk about. So if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any suggestions, do comment down below, and we will work for it eventually.
Yep.
So until then, stay tuned. This is the Gen Y podcast. Talk to you all later.
See ya.